Have you ever wanted to drive a BART train into the sunset? Well, fasten your seatbelt, because that's what we're going to do here today. Hi, this is Burr Stewart, and I was down in the San Francisco Bay Area and happened to get in the front car of a BART train, that's the Bay Area Rapid Transit System, and the driver had the windows open so that I was able to see into the cab of the front car. And as you can see, this was a lot of fun. You could even watch the speedometer and the throttle position over in the lower right-hand corner. So I just put my cell phone up against the window and recorded a few station stops, and I thought you'd really enjoy being able to just watch this and imagine yourself driving this train. If you're not familiar with the layout of the Bay Area Rapid Transit System, here's the schematic diagram. And today we're just going to be riding from Union City up to Lake Merritt, where the train dives into a tunnel. I'll comment on a few things, but basically I'm just going to let her rip. It seems like we're going along at a pretty good clip here, maybe 60, 70 miles an hour, something like that. I can't read the dial, but if you know, you can put a comment in the comments below about what the maximum speed is of the BART trains. See, we're braking for that curve and crossover and maybe even coming to a station. I think that track that just joined us is the blue line coming in from Dublin and Pleasanton. Bayfair. This is one of the junction stations on the line. There's a big cell tower on the right there. Bayfair.
Now boarding at Bayfair.
All right, a couple of minutes later, we're back up to speed and continuing northbound into this beautiful sunset. Boy, was I lucky to get all the windows open and a beautiful sunset. And here comes a passing train. I'm telling you, this is much fun with trains. You can't really see all that much, but it's kind of cool that we've got the view of the speedometer and the power indicator. There we go. See, that was a brake application there momentarily. I didn't even realize this was visible when I was taking the video. Pretty cool. I don't know why we slowed down here, but we did. Maybe it was for the crossover. You can see there's some super elevation in these tracks. The car kind of tilts to the right or left.
Arriving at San Leandro. Now boarding at San Leandro. This is an Orange Line train to Richmond. The doors are closing. Please stand clear of the doors.
Now watch that power bar to the left of the speedometer. He's got the brake on, the brake just went off, and now he's got the power on for accelerating.
The next station is Coliseum.
Coliseum is the Oakland Coliseum, and that's where the BART goes off to the Oakland International Airport. And I've got some cool videos of that SkyTrain that goes from this BART station that we're approaching over to the airport terminal building. Feel free to look those up, and I'll put links in the description and a card up in the right-hand corner so you can go to see those videos if you're interested. That light is so bright, it must be another train coming at us that we're going to pass. Whoosh! There's that big Coliseum in the left-hand window there. Pretty cool that you can take a high-speed train like this to go see games.
Arriving at Coliseum.
There, see how the power is braking the train when it's in the station, and then it switches as soon as it's ready to accelerate? Cool.
next station is Fruitvale.
Another double crossover for the good of the order. We love double crossovers, don't we? I don't know about you, but I find this kind of mesmerizing. I'm just not quite sure what's going to come next. I'm just waiting with eager anticipation for the next visual highlight, whether it's a highway underpass or overcrossing or curve, or double crossover, junction. Much fun with trains. It's interesting how the headlights from an approaching train are so much brighter than anything else in the environment.
Arriving at Fruitvale.
Now let's watch that braking action when he's at the station. Yeah, see, it's down low. And then when he wanted to leave the station, it pops right up again.
The next station is Lake Merritt.
Lake Merritt is an underground station, so that means we're going to see the line dive down into a tunnel. That should be pretty cool. Those red lights look like they could be railroad signals, but they're actually highway traffic signals that are just right next to the right-of-way. That could be a little confusing. Yay! Another double crossover. Looks like a little track maintenance there with those ties in between the rails. Well, here we go into the tunnel. You can see this surprisingly well. When I was taking the video, I couldn't tell that you could, so I pretty much wrapped it up at this point.
Arriving at Lake Merritt. Now boarding at Lake Merritt. This is an Orange Line train to Richmond.
So now you've gotten to experience what it's like to drive BART into a beautiful sunset, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. You can check out a number of other videos on my channel, some of them about real trains and some of them about model trains. And for now, this is Burr Stewart wishing you much fun with trains.